Shalom and greetings from Jerusalem, Jane. Let me start by reading something for you. It is a land that the Lord your God seeks out. The eyes of the Lord your God are always upon it, from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Deuteronomy 11:12. So maybe you're thinking, what nation is it that God seeks out? What nation is it that he's looking at from the beginning of the year to the end of the year? Could it be Argentina? Canada? Austria? Not really. Let me show you. This is the land that God seeks out, that he's keeping an eye on, that he's blessing and protecting from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. It just so happens that we are at the end of the year. When the sun sets tomorrow, it's going to be Rosh Hashanah. It's going to be the Jewish New Year. So from my heart to your heart, from my house, little apartment here in Jerusalem, to all my friends and followers around the world, La Shana Tova, Happy New Year to you and your family. I pray you will have a good year, a blessed year, a happy year, a healthy year, a peaceful year, and a prosperous year for you and your loved ones. When we look at the situation right now here in Israel, sometimes you feel like it's the calm before the storm. The enemies of Israel are busy. So busy that Israel is on high alert for these high holidays. In Judea and Samaria, and also in Jerusalem, there has been deployed thousands of border police and police officers to keep all of us safe. Yes, instead of them being able to be home with their families. I mean, the Jewish people are home. Prophecies were fulfilled. They are home in their God-given homelands. They should be able to be home with their families and enjoy this sweet new year. And then comes Yom Kippur and Sukkot. But instead, all of these men and women in uniform are out protecting us 24/7, 365, because there are so many terror alerts coming against the Jewish people. 200 terror alerts a day. That's what the security establishment here in Israel are predicting. As a matter of fact, for the first time ever, we have now armed guards at every single synagogue in Jerusalem. 19 terror attacks has happened in Jerusalem this year, and more than 30 has been thwarted. But there has been 35 innocent civilians killed in terror attacks in Israel this year alone. So as we enter a new year, I commit to be a watchman on the wall, being your girly eyes and ears and boots on the ground out of Zion, the epic center of the world, to share with you what is really going on down here, because things are just going to escalate. There's a lot going on in Israel internally. One of my prayers is actually that this country will be more united as we enter this new year. But hundreds and thousands of rockets up north with Hezbollah. Israel has had numerous drills where they are practicing, preparing for that day when Israel will be attacked on numerous fronts at the same time. So I will be your eyes and ears and boots on the ground going into the new year, sharing with you to the best of my ability what's happening in the Holy Land. You can also participate. You can be a watchman on the wall wherever you are living around the world, to stand in the gap, to say, Israel, you can count on me. God says, comfort my people. God says, I will bless those that bless Israel and curse those that curse Israel. So you can be a blessing for Israel around the world, to speak up for Israel, to call prayer meetings for Israel, and to come here to Israel. It will transform your life. I want to end this video by saying thank you so much to each and everyone for your love, your encouragement, your support for me this past year. Someone asked me, Jane, I want to send a New Year's Eve blessing, financial gift to you. How do I do that? And I said, well, I really appreciate that, because during my 10 years in Israel, I have been working solely as a volunteer no salary from anyone, but simply funded by people who says, wow, it's a lot coming against Israel. Lies and propaganda, and they are so well funded. Jane, you are one person. We need to get behind you so you can continue to be in Israel. So please allow me again to share a link to GoFundMe, a link to a PayPal, and link to a Giving Fuel, which is open for the whole world, but tax deductible in America. So for me in the new year, yes, I would like for you to continue to lift my hands in prayers, in encouragement, in love, but especially also in finances, especially as this apartment where I am now, the contract comes to an end and I need to move November 30. This is actually something that I'm looking forward to. It has not been a good experience in this apartment. So many things were not working and broken when I moved in that should have been fixed. So it has been quite stressful. So I believe as the next step in my life, there will be a new and safe home for me moving forward, where I can also work, so I can continue to speak to you from Israel. So anyone who want to lift my hands in this is actually crucial for me at this time as we enter a new year. So thank you so much. May God bless each and every one of you. May God bless Israel for such a time as this, where so many things are happening around the world and in Israel. But when it comes to standing with Israel, this is not a political issue. This is a biblical issue. This is a biblical mandate. We stand with Israel because this is the land that God seeked out. This is his land. He gave it to the Jewish people. It will never change. No lies, no propaganda, no nothing can come against this. Maybe things are happening that you don't always agree on politically or something like that, but God is still commanding us to pray for Israel because it is the Holy Land, the land of the Bible. And with everything happening right now, this nation has never needed your prayers more than now. And to be honest with you, so have I. I need it also more than ever. Shana Tova to my Jewish friends and followers around the world. I love you. God bless you. To the rest of you, I also love you. May God bless you so much. Happy New Year. Bye.